Kusal Perera obviously is a pro, isn't he? He's been around for a while and people know him, what he can do.
Can you feel that this is our year?
I mean, the team, they know what is required from them at this stage, and like all good teams do, it's very important to reflect, learn, and move on. Whether you had a good game or whether you had a loss, it is important for the team to move on and focus on what they need to do for the next game. And yes, the team is happy about qualifying for the Super 8s, but at the same time, we need to know that we need to keep doing things that we've been doing well, keep doing the process that we have been doing well. And we played England enough number of times about a month ago. So yeah, the mood in the camp is good. It's upbeat. Yeah, I think that was a good lesson. Zimbabwe game, I think there could have been a little bit of complacency after the score we put up on the board on that pitch. But that was again a fantastic lesson to learn. And yes, we were below par in terms of fielding inside the inner ring. That is something which has been spoken about already. And this ground will probably prove a different challenge because with the outfield being under covers for so many times and so much of activity happening on the ground, it's going to be a challenge to be really flash and brilliant on this ground. So we'll have to look at the strategies we adopt as a fielding team on this outfield. Like all good teams do, we need to have consistency in the team. So we haven't spoken about the final playing 11 yet. We're going to have a look at the pitch right just now. So we'll probably have a discussion, but the thought would be to be as consistent as possible so that the players feel secure and there is a psychological safety in the 11. Sri Lanka as a country, as a unit, have always been a athletic and a good unit. So there's nothing special that I'm coming here and doing, nothing different. I just want them to be more connected to them, to their teammates, to the ball and to the occasion, and try and develop something which is sustainable, not just for this World Cup, but going forward as well. And the response from the Sri Lankan Cricket Board and the players, the group of players, has been really good. And I'm grateful for that. They've allowed me to come into their setup and, bring in my ideas, and they've been respectful of that, and they've been good to receive it as well. So that really reflects the good culture which is prevailing in the team. Like I mentioned after the Australian game, that being the legend that he is, he's been fabulous to work along with. He's given us enough space to do what you want to do. He's been receptive to the ideas that we've been able to bring in with our coaching experience, and at the same time he's kept the mood in the change room really good. So that's something which he's done exceptionally well, considering the status and the kind of respect he brings into the change room, and that's really awesome of him. Yes, a good question actually. And we played, I remember the first game we bundled out for 130 odd, and there are a couple of learnings from that. As a batting unit, we learned immediately, and the next game we posted a score of about 180, 190 I guess. Then there was a bit of a rain interruption, and we saw some good batting at the back end from Tom Banton and the rest of the team, which took the game away. So that was a learning, but we don't have the same bowlers now. No one in the Hasaranga who played that game is injured. Matisha who played that game is injured. He's not available. So slightly depleted in the bowling front, but at the same time we've taken the lessons forward. I'm not talking about the third game because that is not the kind of a pitch I guess we will be playing on come tomorrow. So we played enough against this team to be able to react to different situations, to different batters. We saw them play in India as well at the Wankhede, where the ball was gripping us a wee bit. We got the plans in place. England team obviously is one of the best in the world. They have some big power hitters. So we would be relying on our bowlers to kind of execute the plans with more clarity and try and come back. There are going to be moments when you're going to be hit for a 6, 4 again and again, but we are going to try and come back and look for that one dot ball, look to finish the over well, and look to complement our partner in the bowling, stuff like that, so that we can have a very competitive game. At this stage of this tournament, it's a lot different from what a bilateral series is. I mean, bilateral series and the private leagues, there's no pressure as much as it would be in a World Cup Super 8s game, and it is for all teams. It is for all teams, whether it is England, whether it is Sri Lanka, whether it is India or Pakistan, whoever it is. When you're playing a Super 8 game, you will not play with the same freedom as you would do in a bilateral or a private league. So the pressure will be same for both teams. The teams which do the things correctly under pressure, the team which make lesser mistakes is the team that is likely to go through. Wanindu first, I think everyone knows the quality what Wanindu Hasaranga has got as a bowler, as an all-rounder, and what he can offer to the team. Obviously, his injury in the first game against Ireland is not something we anticipated. So that's a loss and big shoes to fill in, like I said last time, for the other leggy who came in. And to be very honest and to be very fair to him, he's done his part, what best he could do. He's brought us into the game in both the games against Australia and even against Zimbabwe. That 19th over which he bowled gave us a sniff in the last over. So that's what we can do at the moment. And with regards to Pathirana, everybody knows how lethal he is, and with his pace and variations. So that's also another big loss. And we've got in Pramod, and now Dilshan Madhushanka has come in as well. So they have played enough cricket in them. I mean, Dilshan Madhushanka has done very well in the 23 World Cup. He got around 20 wickets. Of course, it was a ODI World Cup. But still, he's got the experience of playing in big ticket games. So that would be handy come tomorrow and the rest of the Super 8 games. So yeah, we can only play with the cards that we are dealt with. So that is what we have at the moment. And I really back them to come good under crucial pressure moments. Kusal Perera, obviously, he's a pro, isn't he? He's been around for a while, and people know him, what he can do. He's a power-packed player, plays pace and spin very well. In fact, he plays the short ball really well. And he's kind of a batter who can take down England's premium spinner after the power play as well. So that is a battle which I'm looking forward to watch. I mean, back to basics. Simple. I think, like I said, in a game like this, and when the surface, I mean, with regards to the pitch, I think there's still time. It may change between now and the next 24 hours. So I will reserve my thoughts on that. But with regards to the outfield, obviously, it's not in the best of the conditions. So again, I think you go back to your school days, right? The simple basics you apply. Like body behind the ball and having a second line of defense and backing up each other at the appropriate times. Do those stuff. And like I said, you execute your basics right, so you're more likely to be on par for the course. Considering the fact that we are playing in the subcontinent, especially the conditions in Sri Lanka have been more spinner friendly, I think how the pacers bowl in this game will be the differentiator, because both teams spin will bowl well. That's what you would presume. So I would like to look at it the other way. I think the team for which the pacers bowl well would probably have an edge. But we know how the sport is. It is inexact, isn't it? Everything is inexact in our sport, so we can't exactly say what might happen. It's all about clarity and doing the basics well. The teams today, the top 8 teams in the world, play so much cricket, home and away, and most of the players play in so many leagues around the world. I think the conditions are out of the equation, because they're so used to, they're so good at adapting. Conditions is the same for everyone, and today's top elite players, they adapt very quickly. So the team that uses the conditions better, which applies better, is likely to come on top. Firstly, it's impossible to talk to Patum. He doesn't talk much. No, we had a chat about it. I think what stood out in that catch was the anticipation. I think he saw what Maxwell was going to do pretty early and got into a position from where he could attempt that catch. So that itself is a win, irrespective of whether he caught it or not. And him catching it was probably icing on the cake, I would say, or probably it lit up the tournament. Until that point, we had some good moments, but that was a stunning moment in the tournament. And to cap it up with 100 makes it even more special. So I think credit to Pathum for having recovered, for having shown the resilience from dropping him in the earlier over and being able to move on from that drop catch and being able to anticipate and pull off a blinder. Full marks and more to Pathum Nissanka.
Can you feel the thrill? Can you feel that this is our year?